Let's see if we can go live and get some sound out of this. Looks like my Google Meet isn't happy with me. There we go, Google Meet. What's up? All right, let's get back on this train here. That's just a spinning. It's a spinning. But don't know if I'm live. So we're going to find out. That's Jack in the background. If everybody hears him, say hi to Jack. Say hi, Jack.
Oh, shoot, I guess we're live. I forgot to do this. I don't know if I'll be live or not.
I really can't tell if we have sound. One of these days we'll get this right.
How's it going,
One
everybody?
of these days.
This week in Fandemonia here, we're going to hang out. We're going to talk about the results of the Hall of Fame City Comic-Con. I don't know if I will have Bobby on because Bobby is watching the Dolphins game. I'm hearing a message about the Dolphins game, you know, because he is, I guess, wanting to watch them lose really badly. I don't know. So I'm just going to get on this phone real quick. We're going to check to see if I can actually hear me, because the other day somebody told me that you couldn't hear us.
I don't know. I don't know if I can hear myself or not, man. This is crazy.
See if you can hear us.
I don't know if it's because we switched some things over there. I don't know what it is.
That being said,
Definitely, just keep that volume unless I can't hear myself. So definitely don't have the volume where I want it to be. Jack, you got your phone?
Yeah.
Get on YouTube and see if you can hear the volume on this.
Alright.
Because last week somebody said they couldn't hear the volume, and I can't tell because obviously I'm on here talking. I can hear myself. So
that being said,
so I would just keep that volume unless I can't hear myself. So what's going on here? Let's go. Let's start off on our Facebook today. Let's see what's going on with Fandemonia.
finger in the TV.
We'll look at our own thing. Let's look at our live and let's see if we can hear ourselves. Here we go.
That being said,
so we'll just keep that on unless I can't hear myself. So what's going on here? You can hear the volume?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
Thank you very
I don't
much
know why it's
for
not
being
coming
with
through.
us. It's a
And that you
good
did
time
just
for
click
this
on the live
country.
one.
We have the hottest country anywhere in the world. I think you're hearing it from a lot of people, not just from me.
Employees and subscribing.
We're doing very well in so many ways. And the gentleman on my right, we recruited him. We tried to get the best person. We got a man that you'll hear in a second has done an amazing job with respect to Social Security. He's running it, and he's running it like nobody ever even dreamt possible. And it's the 90th anniversary right now of Social Security. So today we celebrate that 90th anniversary of one of the most significant pieces of legislation ever signed into law, the Social Security Act of 1935, and we're going to make it stronger, bigger and better. Really doing a job. In the campaign, I made a sacred pledge to our seniors that I would always protect Social Security, and under this administration, we're keeping that promise and strengthening Social Security for generations to come. You keep hearing stories that in 6 years, 7 years, Social Security will be gone, and it will be if the Democrats ever get involved, because they don't know what they're doing. But it's going to be around a long time with us. Very much, you'll be surprised to hear some of the numbers.
Definitely interesting.
I'm delighted to be joined by the Commissioner of the Social Security Administration, Frank Bisignano. Oh, in the world of business, in fact, I wrote some of the little things down that he's had an amazing, he was Chief Operating Officer of J.P. Morgan Chase. He worked for Jamie Dimon. And Jamie Dimon said that he was amazing. So think of that, Chief Operating Officer, J.P. Morgan Chase, had a storied career. Then he went to First Data. For those in the business, you'd know it's the largest payment company anywhere in the world. And worked for Henry Kravis, and it was in big trouble. He took it over as CEO. He made it incredible. They merged with Fiserv, and he became CEO of that, and that became extremely successful. That was in Milwaukee. I guess they have the Milwaukee Arena, and where we had some good success and some good speeches. But he's a really legendary guy, and he wanted to do this. I mean, he just wanted to straighten out Social Security because he loves our country. And what he's done in a few months is amazing. Almost 60 million American seniors rely on Social Security for peace of mind and a life of dignity in retirement. These Americans paid into the system, and they deserve leaders in Washington who are going to protect the benefits they've had and protect Social Security. Under Biden, Social Security went down like nobody's ever seen it, deteriorated. There's never been anything like it. The 4 years of Biden were very, very destructive. It couldn't have gone on much longer. Social Security was going to be destroyed. It was being destroyed. The average call wait time reached an all-time high of more than 42 minutes. Field office wait times were at 32 minutes, which is unheard of, and the disability claims backlog was the longest ever in recorded history. In other words, it was run just like the country was run. It was run really badly. But I'm pleased to report that under our leadership, and Frank in particular, the changes he's made and what he's done is sort of a miracle. Sort of like what happened with the country as a whole. Field office wait times are now down 30% since last year, and it looks like it's going to a total record number. And the record was set in a long time ago when the world was a lot different place. We're going to beat that record. Call wait times are down 73% while serving twice as many customers per day. The disability claims backlog is down 26%, and seniors now have 24/7 online access to their accounts, which they never had before, whereas under Biden, the website was down 29 hours a week for maintenance purposes. It was essentially not open very much. They were always maintaining it, but they didn't know what the hell they were doing. They had a person running that had no idea what they were doing. Among my very first acts was to order all government employees to return to the office or be removed from the job, which means our Social Security offices are now open for full business hours 5 days a week. So unlike being shut down all the time, we're open at record levels also. We're making it really great for the people that want and demand Social Security, and they paid into the system. They deserve it. Last month, I signed one big, beautiful bill and allowed no tax on Social Security for our great seniors, okay? So how's that? Not bad, right? No tax on Social Security for our seniors. And to protect our benefits, we've already kicked nearly 275,000 illegal aliens off of the Social Security system. These are people, many of them have already left the country, and yet we were sending them checks all the time. And 275,000, and that number is now even larger than that, frankly. It's an unbelievable job. And what that's doing is making the system strong. It's making it strong. Biden never kicked anybody off. Everybody joined. And we're carrying out historic deportations to remove many more illegals committing Social Security fraud. It's the Social Security fraud that was taking place at levels that nobody's ever seen. We cleared 12.4 million names listed in the Social Security database over 120 years of age. Think of that. So we had 12.4 million names where they were over 120 years old. Is that right? That's a hell of a statement. I have a feeling, Dan, that's not really that really didn't happen, did it? So you have 12.4 million names listed in the Social Security database that were over 120 years of age, meaning you were breaking records, because I've never heard of anybody at 125. There were nearly 135,000 people listed who were over 160 years old, and in some cases getting payments. So somebody's getting those payments, and we're after that. We're also fighting the menace of inflation to make life more affordable for American seniors, and we've ended Biden's inflation nightmare. So we had the worst inflation in the history of our country, and now our inflation is down to a perfect number, a beautiful number, hardly any at all. And yet our country's taking in tens of billions of dollars and trillions of dollars, actually trillions of dollars in tariffs. And you know all about it. It's been amazing. They say, why are we taking in so much money? Last week they found $29 billion and they couldn't figure out where it came from. I said, check the tariff shelf. And they said, How did you know that's where it came from?
All right, so this is
Taking
our newest
in
flyer that will be going around
billions
here.
and even
So
trillions of
hopefully I'll
dollars
get
in
them
tariffs,
soon.
paid by other countries who, frankly, were taking advantage of us for many, many years. And they were doing that to us, but our people didn't know it. We didn't have
So sports cards
smart
being
business
collected
people.
shows Saturday, October
We've
18th,
ended
sale,
Biden's
second place
inflation
is
nightmare and came in below expectations, and yet, again, this past month, we set records. Gasoline prices are way down, and really dramatically, as everybody knows, and energy prices have been going down, other than in certain states where you have Democrat-run states where they put windmills all over the place. Anytime you see a windmill, you'll say, well, they have bad energy costs. It's happening in New Jersey. I saw that there's a revolution going on in New Jersey. They closed up a nuclear power plant, and they're raising electricity rates by 21, 22, and 28%, something like that. And you're going to have a new governor in New Jersey. I tell you what, you have a good man running from the Republican Party. He'll get him down. But what they've done is they've killed so many good sources of energy for very expensive windmills and lots of other things that don't work. 401ks and retirement accounts are soaring, and the stock market is setting record highs almost every day. We're going record highs, and yet we're taking in hundreds of billions of dollars in tariffs. So it's turned out that Trump was right and they were wrong. A few smart people knew what was going to happen. A few of us were right. So we're going to keep the fighting going. We're going to make America's seniors every single day. We're going to fight for them. We're going to make them richer, better, stronger in so many different ways. But Social Security is like pretty much the one that we think about, and we love it, and we love what's happening with it. And it's going to be good for 90 years and beyond. Again, you were given only a short period of time. Social Security was supposed to be like down. Had they won the election, Social Security would have defaulted during Biden or Kamala's election, whoever they so chose. Two beauties. And now what I'd like to do is ask Frank to say a few words. Again, this is a man with a really storied past. He's one of the most successful anywhere in the world. What he did at J.P. Morgan Chase and what he did for Henry Kravis and all of the others are like legendary stories. And he just wanted to do this. He's making about a tiny fraction, I would say, a tiny fraction of what he used to make. But he didn't care. He wanted to do it. He made a lot of money. And he said, I want to run that system. I want to put it back on track. And he's got an unbelievable talent over there. It's like a different place. So, Frank, would you say a few words, please? Thank you.
Is less than 1% tiny fraction, sir?
Is that what it is, less than one? That's a tiny
That's
fraction.
an honor. It's an honor. It is an honor. And I'd like to start off by thanking the President for his tireless effort in running the country, in what he's done across the country, meeting every commitment. And, you know, I see it directly in the big, beautiful bill, the opportunity that it's brought to seniors. But his effort on every commitment, delivering against it, and delivering on world peace tirelessly. I'd like to also thank him for my opportunity. You know, he's teasing me, I'm teasing him about the economics of the job. But the reality is to serve 300 million Americans, which is what Social Security serves, is a tremendous honor. And him putting that faith in me and building what I believe, and I think I have a right to say it, is the best leadership team ever assembled in the White House and in the cabinet. So that's my great honor. So I come here and get the opportunity to serve the American public in a manner that I never imagined in my life. And what we found was the opportunity to fix a foundation. The reality is, people talk about 72 beneficiaries. I talk about over 300 million Americans with a Social Security number that we must protect through the system. And when you look at what we talk about in eliminating Social Security numbers that were live in the system, they could carry fraud through the whole system. So the first thing was root out fraud, waste, and abuse. But while doing
Yeah, one of
it,
these days
the
we'll end up
best
with a
way
portfolio
to
of
be
people
more
and
efficient
just start calling
is
everybody.
provide
Oh, look at
more
that guy.
accurate payments
There he is.
and
Man,
better
he's showing off
service.
a little something.
And you
something.
heard the numbers. I think the
Can't
most
see it.
staggering
Where
number
you
is
at?
that we had a website that was down 29 hours. This will be a digital-first agency. And we are building my SSA accounts. That's the digital account. And we have a bold goal of 200 million Americans to have a digital
gotta hide your
SSA
screen,
account
buddy.
by the end of next year.
Well, no, I put
it
on my
will happen. Just like we had a bold goal of single-digit
There's
wait time
something
on the
else going
calls
on in the
when they were
background. You
at
hear anything
40
else in the
minutes.
background?
And we did that. This is my 100th day.
I
We
hear
did that
noises.
within 90 days. Right? Get
You
the
got
web
people
up
in the
and
shop?
running, bring
do have people in
technology
the
to our
shop, but
field
myself, I'm
offices,
hearing this,
use
like-
digital presence to
Oh, there we
answer
go.
and serve.
There we go. I'm hearing like the YouTube running in my background, man. I had YouTube on to see if I could hear myself, and somehow that happened too. Man, is that Jesus over there? What you got going on? Is Jesus looking over top of you?
John Constantine.
Oh well, up in the corner, I seen something else too. So,
Oh,
well,
face hugger.
I mean, it could be. I don't know. It was definitely looking like Jesus for a second. So what's up, man?
I have Jesus's in stock if you're looking to buy.
Oh man, he's got Jesus in stock. Figure we'd call him. Like I said, eventually this show's just going to turn into me randomly talking to people in the hobby, getting their opinions of everything what's going on. So Matt was just at the store, getting me hip with some super cool Magic Marvel Legend Spider-Man crossovers. You want to talk about these Spider-Man things that you got me hip to?
Yeah, they're the first of their kind. I don't think Hasbro has ever done a crossover with Wizard of the Coast, even though they own them. I don't think there has been any promotion dealt with Marvel Legend or a figure in general, to be honest. Normally promotions through grab boxes and, stuff like that, but this is the first of its kind. And I would imagine that the print run is real low, considering everything about Spider-Man real low.
Yeah. So, has anybody else ever kind of done this before, or is this like something new? Like, have we seen like crossover cards and figures before? I know Dragon Ball Z figures are big. I didn't know if they've ever tried to do a card inside of one.
I don't know if Dragon Ball Z ever did a crossover with their figures, but then I don't know who the manufacturers are. As for crossovers, those are everywhere. With cards, I'm not sure.
Okay. So this is definitely maybe something new. I'm sure if they're selling well, they're going to probably try to do it again. Do they own, so like if we're looking ahead, is a Magic head and your toy head, is there any IPs coming up that cross over well with Hasbro, like toys? Like, are we going to see Star Trek? Or is a Hobbit going to be, like, what would be the next hot toy with IP that you could possibly see them doing this with?
Honestly, nothing has been announced right now. Right now, they're going pretty comic heavy. You got the new 97 wave coming out now. Molly. Got the new 97 wave coming out now. Beginning of the year, you'll have the new, I don't even know what they're called, comic-inspired figures, mini comics. Silver Surfer is going to be a real hot one.
Oh, I like the Silver Surfer.
The Silver Surfer always sells, no matter what he is, even if. Are you familiar with HasLabs?
I don't know if I'd have to refresh my memory. I used to have Silver Surfer is one of the few comics I used to read. That's why it's funny that you tell me he's pretty collectible, because I used to always get made fun of. But it was literally my cousin's hand-me-down, so I was reading his comics,
Yeah, the HasLabs, what it is, it's pretty much a GoFundMe through Hasbro Pulse. And if it doesn't reach its goal, then it doesn't get produced. But they also, once it hits its goal, they usually have 3 or 4 tiers. And Ghost Rider or Galactus was a tier. I don't know offhand what that figure's going for. But Silver Surfer in general always sells, just like Doctor Doom. And they actually just re-released Doctor Doom. The Fantastic Four wave had Doctor Doom in a white box, just like the Deadpool retro carded. And he just got a re-release. Actually, I think I have some sitting right next to me. I do. I haven't even cracked this case yet. Give me one sec.
Oh, man.
And these more than likely will be exhibited at the Salem show, just because I bought so many. Because Doom always sells, and I'm letting them trickle out. At one point, this figure was $65. Retail, I think, was $30. So he's floating around 30, 35 right now. Real nice. Has some real good soft goods. Give me one sec. I'm unprepared. You caught me off guard again.
Yeah, I know. I enjoyed it. I think that's what I'm just going to try to do once I get a big enough portfolio.
No, it's okay. I was just in the middle of feeding my cat, but yeah.
I'm just going to start randomly calling people and see what happens. You know, why not? Something to talk about.
One sec.
No, you're good. I mean, these people have had to look up my nose at certain points in time, so I'm sure whoever's watching ain't going to mind the fan.
Oh.
So let me ask you this. Can you hear me while you're doing what you're doing?
Yeah.
So is it still a big, like, miss? How do people feel? Because I feel like, I don't know about now, but when, like, say the Marvel movies were all the craze. See, that looks cool. All of us old heads know, like, Fantastic Four used to be the most popular comic ever. Like, Fantastic Four #1 was, like, the chase of all chases. I know the modern chase, more people are looking at the Incredible Hulk 181, trying to get the Wolverine or something, but, like, I don't know if value they've surpassed it. But it seems like as a casual person like myself, when I was younger, it was all about the Fantastic Four #1, Spider-Man, Superman and now, like, more people talk about the Hulk 181. Are they ever going to get the movies right? I mean, how is that like I haven't watched the brand new one. But is the brand new one any good? Because I just don't understand how they can continue to be one of the biggest IPs they have, and they can never get a good movie.
I mean, I saw the Fantastic Four movie when it came out. I liked it. It was good. I think Pedro Pascal was a terrible cast.
Okay.
Reed Richards is the smartest man alive. He's conceited. He's selfish. Very uptight man. And they turned him into a loving family man.
Ah.
That's not Reed Richards. But that aside, it was a good movie. It'll be on Disney Plus soon enough. In my opinion, Sue Storm carried the whole movie. It was real nice to see Galactus in his true form, bigger than life. This mega villain. Silver Surfer was good. I know there was a big uproar that it was a woman and not the Silver Surfer we saw in the early 2000s, but people forget that it's multi-dimensional, so it doesn't matter.
Well, wasn't there an uproar in the early 2000s ones over, like, Michael B. Jordan? Wasn't he the one that was in the movie? Weren't they having issues on how they were changing up characters back then, though? Like, why do they seem to always want to mess with the character and that they never translate well?
Why do they want to mess with characters now?
Yeah, like it seems like, I guess, like, as a casual comic head, I look at, like, okay, I'll look at something, like, I'll just go back to the Batman, the Dark Knight Rises trilogy, right? Because that's my favorite comic book based trilogy
Hey, I'm
of
gonna
all
cut
time.
you off. I'm gonna cut you off real quick. You're
Okay.
really echoey, and it's hard to understand. Like, there's a lot of background noise, like white noise. I can't.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Does that take it
I
out?
want to hear what you're saying, but I have to. It's kind of hard.
Okay. I'm changing mic frequencies, so let me know if it gets better. Has it gotten better? and now. Probably not. You're probably always going to hear something because I got Commander going on. Once we moved, I'll be a little more segregated, and hopefully you won't have to hear me as much. I just wonder if you can't hear me at all.
I can hear you, but you're fairly muffled.
Yeah, I'm trying to switch frequencies on this mic. There's all these different settings I can use. Obviously, none of them are helping out for you. So yeah, tell us all about this Doom character then.
So this is the re-release. I forget what year it came out. I want to say either 19 or 20. It was so popular, Hasbro took 5 years to re-release it. Soft goods, comes with the Books of Doom, magical effects, extra hands. This is the epiphany of Doom right here. It also comes in the nice retro card back.
How do you tell the difference?
Between what?
Is it just a copyright between the reprint and the regular?
Actually, they seem to be the same because right here it says 2020 Hasbro.
Ooh, so there's
I would
no
assume.
difference.
I would assume that the first Doom, it actually came in a white mailer. It was right around the figure. There was a picture of Doom on the cover.
Okay.
Still sealed. I would say that would be obviously first release. The figures are identical. Everything's identical, but that would set it apart from the re-release because these re-release came 6 in a case, no shipper whatsoever.
Now,
No, that's a real nice figure. That's that. I'm stockpiling them because Doom always sells. Doom's always hot. Everyone loves their villains. What people should get excited for, in my opinion,
bulk pricing is 5 cents.
is that there is a very nice figure. And not only is it a nice figure, but it comes with a very nice card. You yourself said it today, that card will be fun to play.
yeah, no, it will be. So let me ask you this question. I noticed that GameStop has these. How long does a figure like this stay in stock at GameStop?
With GameStop,
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I actually popped into GameStop today, and the only thing that they had was Man Wolf,
Yeah.
which there's nothing wrong with Man Wolf,
It's funny because I actually wanted to go
But-
on my friend.
this figure and Spider-Man will be the hottest ones out of the 4 set. Mary Jane will be the 3rd. I don't remember her card verbatim, but I know it's fun.
When's the Spider-Man one come out?
What's that?
When's Spider-Man come out?
They come out. They're all coming out at the same time. I just haven't got them in yet.
You didn't get your Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got these 3 in first, and then he'll come in when he comes in.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Did you ever happen to get any of these Atlanticons?
Zelanicons? Oh, I don't think
Yeah.
so.
Those?
No. That must have been was that a secret lair?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't do many of the secret lair aftermarket stuff. They only give us like 2 a year to sell ourselves. So one of these days I should start buying more, but it's always, they always do the releases when they're making us buy something else, so it's always hard to like budget the money to buy. It's no different than like Mystery Booster 2 lately. They do it like always at a release because it's always at a con, and it's like, man, I'm spending like $15,000 in pre-release stuff. I can't then spend another, X amount of hundreds of dollars on trying to load up on some mystery boosters, So one of these days when I get them big fat pockets like you, I'll be able to do stuff like that. But
Oh,
right now-
come on. We
right
all
now-
know you got fatter pockets than I do.
Oh shoot, you're Mr. Union, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So, I'm getting that union paycheck, so heck yeah,
Yeah.
buddy. All right, man.
I know. You got to razz me a little.
Anything else you want to chat about real quick? I know we talked a lot today, but
I mean, the only thing else I got going on right now is I got some fresh GI Joes in, which are moving pretty good. I don't know if that's going to be your demographic or whatnot, but
Yeah, I don't know,
besides
man.
these,
GI Joes. I've noticed now that you say something. I don't know if I've seen a lot of GI Joes out recently, man. That's kind of crazy.
yeah. I mean, if you want to see them, I'll show you them.
Heck yeah, let's see some GI Joes.
All right, let's see what we got here. All right, that's Star Wars. Here we go. Here's the newest Snake Eyes that came out. Right there.
Okay.
I'm trying not to get the glare in.
Yeah, he still kind of looks like the Snake Eyes I remember.
Yeah, you know, he's a little jazzed up a little bit. He has a little grappling hook. You know, his katanas look real nice with, accent blood on them, and
Yeah.
he has a signature gun on him. Let's see what else we got. Oh, here we go. So we have, of course, they can't do just box sets. They have to do retro style Joe sets. So here we got Flint. You probably can't see it all. Let me back it up here some.
Yeah, but you know what? Me and you both know them retros didn't have all them accessories.
Yeah, well, hey, you know what? Most of the guys buy two, one to keep on card, one to open.
It's turning like comic books, man. All these guys want to collect and play still. It's crazy.
Exactly.
It's like having your reader's
then-
copy.
So then, yeah. So in this wave, you had CoverGirl, which I'm sold out on. That was a gorgeous looking figure. I was very surprised. And I actually screwed up because I thought I ordered 3 cases. Somehow I only ordered 1. So I had a backlog, and now I'm dealing with it. But then you got Televiper and Flint. And then here's Televiper.
Okay.
That's a good army builder.
Yeah, yeah. So when they gonna do Luke? When they gonna see Luke and I want to see him Sergeant Slaughter, man. How come you don't see any Sergeant Slaughter? Does it have to do with WWE stuff or?
Well, I have Sergeant Slaughter.
Do they make new Sergeant Slaughters?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's awesome. I always wondered because his there again when you look at the copywriting stuff, his with WWE pretty much having a Loctite on certain things, I think he may own his own rights.
There was actually a thing, I think it was earlier this year, he came out with his own deluxe figure. So, shorter box, a little bit wider, a little more accessories. There's actually 2 Sergeant Slaughters out on the market in that line. It's the G.I. Joe Classified Deluxe series. You have Sergeant Slaughter with the hat and Sergeant Slaughter without the hat. Once Sergeant Slaughter found out that he wasn't being packaged with his hat on, he canceled it, and then they had to revamp it with him with his hat on. And the ones that don't have a hat were only distributed in Canada, and those are fetching for a few shillings.
Why wouldn't you put the hat on Sergeant Slaughter?
Well, the hat was included, but it wasn't solicited as a whole with the hat on his head. It was like packaged next to him, kind of like how these heads are. It was Sergeant Slaughter hat right here.
Was he mad because his bald spot was showing or something?
Essentially,
that's
what. Yeah.
Why do us men have such issues going bald? Like I can honestly
I don't know.
I mean, says the guy with a nice head of hair. I don't know.
Hey, I know. That's why I'm like, I don't know. Hey, I'm not going to sit here and preach it because I'm not on that spectrum.
I never understood that, man. I mean, all of my I've had to shame a lot of my friends into cutting their hair. It's like, dude, don't keep that little. My one buddy used to keep this little curlicue. Like, oh, this is bald. Oh, bald. He keeps this little curlicue. Like, dude, it looks stupid. Just shave it off, man. I'm like, don't you look to see how stupid it looks? You know.
Well, here's another one I have. We got Thunderbolts. You got John F. Walker and Century.
Okay.
I've had this in stock for a couple weeks now. I'm just picking stuff that I have readily here in the office.
No, you're all good, man. We don't delve into this stuff more often, so it's not bad looking at some toys.
I don't even know if you're even able to be seeing all this, but here you have Cold Sliver. This is a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive.
Oh man,
Sucker's massive.
Hey, look how you just adjusted that camera, man. See? That's how you do it.
Yeah.
We got full
No, it's
video
real nice.
now.
I like this little accent here with Gem.
Oh, they got
All the
Gem.
holograms.
I forgot about Gem.
Yep.
Oh, man.
You know,
Shouldn't
it's
that be
all-
making a comeback, or do girls not really collect vintage?
they're making a comeback. She was the voice actress. Was actually at the latest Columbus Toy Convention.
Yeah, I was going to say,
CTS. Yeah.
after seeing that, I'm like, wait a minute, man. Gem used to be a big deal. That was on
Yeah.
USA all the time, man.
So no, this is a real fun set. This is actually starting to come down in price. It was going for about 210. It's coming down to about 150, 170 ish, which is fine. It's still above market rate, but it's just another little fun thing I have. Little Star Wars here. Here's another re-release, Star Killer. Gaming Greats are starting to tap back into Gaming Greats was actually a GameStop line. They're still producing it, but I don't think they hold the rights to re-releases. So now Hasbro is dumping it into the fan channel exclusive, which is fan channels anything tied to distribution. So technically, I'm a fan channel store. It's because I get distribution.
Nice, nice.
I don't think they're hitting GameStops. They did the first run, but not the second.
So that stuff you were talking about earlier that has whatever. So basically, like, toys have like Kickstarter, basically, and then once it hits the certain amount, then they go with it. Is it very similar?
I'm sorry, you cut out.
So, like you were saying earlier, Hasbro has this thing where they'll like, once they hit a certain dollar amount, then they'll produce pledges or whatever.
Yeah.
So is that basically kind of just essentially like no different than say Kickstarters for board games and
There's no difference.
Okay, cool.
No difference at all. It's not ran through Kickstarter, it's through HasLab.
Okay, yeah. So so you guys have the same thing. Okay. I do a bad job paying attention to Kickstarter anyway, so that don't.
No, you're
happen,
cool.
but-
You're cool. Here's another Joe I just found. Major Blood.
Okay. I don't know if I remember him or not.
No, I was never a Joe guy, but I know he was Cobra's right hand man.
Oh, I remember him now. I just don't recognize that figure.
Yeah, dude, the glare is real
Yeah,
bad for my
okay.
cases behind me. But yeah,
Yeah, he was.
there's his look right there.
Yep, I remember that guy now. Okay.
Oh, he's a good figure to have too. He's a necessity. He's a necessity to have for any
Yeah,
Cobra building.
I think I was kind of into Cobra. I'm not good, but I like Sergeant Slaughter. It was a weird. I think that's what always tore me about being a GI Joe fan, because I watched GI Joe. You figure I'm the age where it was like, obviously you see the logo. It was He-Man. It was GI Joe. It was Transformers a little bit, but the Transformers didn't really do nothing for me. Just like Thundercats. I was big into Thundercats, but I wouldn't sit and watch that stuff now.
Dude,
Like,
all those IPs are still huge. Transformers is huge.
Oh, yeah,
Thundercats
for sure.
is still huge.
they just don't. There's nothing that really like tickles my like growing up fancy to be like, I need that. The only toy that really does it for me that way, I would probably never buy. I guess you could tell me. I harassed my mother about this constantly. She gave away, it was the best Christmas present I ever had in my life. I got the, not the Shadow, but the gigantic big old spaceship. Do you remember the G.I. Joe, like the full blown, like, it was like 3 feet tall, it unfolded, it had all these like,
Yeah,
oh,
that's
man.
a very expensive piece right now.
That's
a very expensive piece, especially if it's complete.
Yep, and I had the complete one, and I moved out, and Mom gave it to somebody, one of her friends, and I'm just like, you mother. I
Yeah,
still harass
that's-
her about it, because that was the one thing I wanted to keep. Now, mind you, would it have stayed together once my kids got a hold of it? I don't know, but I had it complete. Like, that was, like, the one thing and I remember we were watching, you remember Toy Hunter that was on the Travel Channel?
Yeah,
Yeah, so they seen the shuttle. And I remember they even commented. I was visiting my mom at the time, which now, we live together, so I get to harass her all the time. But I was over there visiting. We're watching that show, and literally they brought and they like, I think that at the time was like what, a $500 toy or something like that. And it was like they're like, oh man, have you seen the price of the shuttle? And it's like,
Dude, that's like a couple thousand.
yeah, I just glared at her. I'm just like staring
With all the missiles and flags and all the little bullshit accessories.
Yep.
That's a couple $1,000s.
Well, because the rocket,
you're talking about the SS flag, right?
Yes, the rockets would fall off, and you would have to, like they were all that thing was so many moving parts. So yes, I imagine like,
Can you imagine them coming out with a 6-inch version? Because all these figures are 6 inches, dude. That's going to be like 15. It's going to be like 15 feet long.
Man,
I mean, the 3 3/4, you're looking at 6 feet.
Well, that's what.
for
Yeah,
scale.
I mean, you figure like, our old GI Joes probably went up to his waistline. How tall were the old GI Joes? 3 inches, 3.5.
The old ones?
Yeah.
Those are 3 3/4.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, about quarter shy of 4 inches.
Yep. Heck yeah. All right, buddy. Well, I'm going to randomly probably call you a couple more times before then. So
That's fine. Hopefully, I have new inventory by then. So
yeah, no, it was definitely nice chatting with you today. Always a pleasure, everybody. This is good old Matt from Pneumatic, right? Pneumatic.
Yep, Nomadic.
I was trying to undo my full screen so I could go to your website again because I kept that up. But
Yeah, there you are. Now you're not all like a shoulder.
there we go. So we do that. There's your website. And, I already got them bad boys up. So, heck yeah, man. All right, buddy.
Looking good.
You
All
have
right,
a
man.
good
Well,
week.
thank you.
And you said you're off this week for shows, so I guess we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Yep. Give 2 weeks. We'll be at Toy, Ohio in Youngstown. So,
Yep, we might have to stop out there and give you some flyers.
yeah, hop on in. It's a fun time.
All right, man. Cool. Appreciate you.
All right. Yeah, you too, man. I'll talk to you.
All right, have a good one.
Take care.
All right, that was Matt from Nomadic Collectibles there. So once again, we're going to go back over. Did I already get rid of it? I got rid of it. So, yep, giveaways every half hour from 11 to 3. Salem Centerplex, October 18th. So, just also in my closing thoughts as I get my Maury Povich / Jerry Springer in on me. I just want everybody to realize and remember at some point in time that Pokemon is awesome and it's great, it's popular, but it's still a kid's game, folks. Just remember that, especially all you professors out there. All right, everybody. I will elaborate more next week. We'll talk more about